Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This pyramid, it's the pyramid of power in this world. And believe it or not, you and me and the Jehovah's Witnesses will be, let me point it out, this bottom level here. Because the whole world is being deceived. The whole world is in the power of the wicked one. The whole world. You see, that scripture doesn't say the whole world except the elect, does it? It's the whole world is in the power of the wicked one. So whether you like to admit it or not, if you work and you slave in Satan's system, to some extent, you're propping his system up. And I've said this so many times before, and I can't change my mind on this. I keep saying that God's Messianic kingdom has to come in before we can leave that being part of Satan's system. Because we're so reliant on it for people to pay their mortgage and to go out and get necessary sustenance and covering for their children, their families. We're so reliant on it. But when it's all gone and it's wiped out, there has to be a replacement that runs alongside it. And that would be God's Messianic kingdom. So the pyramid of power, let's just say that's you and me on the bottom run and the whole world at large. Now, a lot of those, right, that are on that bottom run are probably good people. They're probably ones that think about God. You know, they probably do everything they can, and they probably have a very good, righteous, upright lifestyle. But they're still there. They're still there. You know, they're not on their own plateau, some utopia plateau, are they? Where they can't be touched. No, they're still part of the block, part of the pyramid, if you like. And as you climb up this pyramid here, you're likely to get to ones that don't give God a second thought. Not interested at all. You know, very much driven by material things. And then when you get even higher, you're getting into people that give orders to the lower ranks, to the serfs, to the peasants, you and me. It's what we are. The slaves. I feel like a Roman slave in my job at the moment because all I do is just work, fix problems. I've got to get out of it. Can't be a slave right up into the Great Tribulation. It's not healthy for me. Got to get out. I know I have. And as you get here, you get into the biggest companies in the world. BlackRock Incorporated, Vanguard Incorporated, and everything that sits below them in an earthly sense, they have some input and control. So they have some input and control over us, over me. Because, you know, I didn't think that they'd have owned my company or influenced my company, but they have to do, don't they? Because they sit right at the top. Now, who do you think this is going to be here? This single entity block that's right on the tip, right on the pinnacle of this pyramid. Who is that likely to be? Well, it's just going to be one force, that, and it's not going to be a human force. And the clue is that if the bottom row is that the whole world is in the power of the wicked one, then the top pinnacle here is the wicked one. And he has control over all his earthly domain. Make sense to you? Lucifer, his hordes, the underlings of the elite companies of the world, but still powerful in their own right and not God-fearing. And then we go lower and we go to people that don't really give God a second thought until we get to the very bottom, and we've got a mixture between agnostics, full-blown Christians, and your Jehovah's Witnesses, and your Mormons, and your Scientologists, and all your other flaming religions, cults and sects. The whole world is in the power of the wicked one, with no exceptions. Yes, they can say, we are no part of the world. And I used to do the same. I used to think, well, I'm going to work and I'm earning money in Satan's system, but I'm saying I'm no part of the world. What baloney that is. Every Jehovah's Witness that goes to work to pay his tax, yes, that's the scriptural thing to do, pay your things to Caesar. Whether he likes to admit it or not, he's part of this system. And the only way for him not to be part of the system is not to be reliant on the system, not to be reliant on the electricity grid, not to be reliant on the water board or the gas supplies, but to be totally self-sufficient on his own utopia island. And then maybe, just maybe then, the bold claim of we are no part of this world might just have a little bit of truth in it. But as it stands at the moment, we are all part of this system, and it is utterly riddled with corruption. See you all. Goodbye.